the American muscle car landscape has experienced a violent, multi-billion-dollar paradigm shift. For the 2026 model year, the legendary Hemi V8 engine has been completely eradicated, replaced by a twin-turbocharged inline-six and an immensely heavy electrified platform, with the all-new, gas-powered Dodge Charger RT demanding a starting price of $49,995, and the high-output SIXPACK variant draining $54,995 from buyers' wallets. A brutal question remains: can forced induction and all-wheel drive dynamics truly replace the visceral roar of a traditional American V8? For the most relentless fact-driven automotive analysis on the internet, subscribe to the channel, APEX Reveal. To understand the 2026 Dodge Charger, prospective buyers must first confront the reality of the new SIXPACK engine lineup. The foundational 3.0-liter twin-turbo Hurricane inline-six engine sits at the core of the gas-powered fleet. The entry-level RT trim utilizes the standard output configuration, pushing a verified 420 horsepower and 468 pound-feet of torque through an 8-speed automatic transmission. This allows the 4,900-pound vehicle to achieve 60 miles per hour in roughly 4.6 seconds. While the $49,995 base price positions it as America's most affordable all-wheel drive muscle car, it merely serves as the appetizer for the true performance tier. Stepping up to the $54,995 SIXPACK unlocks the high-output SIXPACK engine. Engineers aggressively tuned the twin high-flow turbochargers to deliver a peak boost of 30 psi. The mathematical result is a colossal 550 horsepower and 531 pound-feet of torque. This internal combustion variant rockets from 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds and clears the quarter mile in 12.2 seconds, effectively outperforming the outgoing V8 SIXPACK by a massive 65 horsepower margin. To handle this thrust, the chassis relies on a multi-link front suspension and a fully independent integral link rear setup. Furthermore, while all 2026 Chargers feature standard all-wheel drive, Dodge integrated a mechanical disconnect system. Drivers can route 100% of the engine's power exclusively to the rear wheels, retaining the mandatory ability to execute massive burnouts via the factory line lock feature. For those willing to abandon combustion entirely, the $59,995 Charger Daytona SIXPACK presents an intimidating electric alternative, utilizing a 400-volt propulsion system and a dual-motor setup. This electric behemoth generates 670 horsepower and 627 pound-feet of torque. By engaging the PowerShot feature for a temporary 40 horsepower burst, the Daytona crushes the 0-60 sprint in a blistering 3.3 seconds. However, this straight-line dominance comes at a severe dynamic cost. The Daytona tips the scales at roughly 5,900 pounds, nearly 1,000 pounds heavier than the gas-powered SIXPACK models, severely impacting high-speed cornering agility and brake fade resistance during intense track use. Inside the cabin, Dodge justifies the premium pricing with a massive technological overhaul that abandons cheap materials for a highly modernized, driver-focused cockpit. The dashboard is anchored by a 12.3-inch Uconnect 5 touchscreen paired with an available 16-inch digital instrument cluster. Attitude adjustment, ambient lighting, and optional Alpine premium audio systems elevate the daily touring experience. Buyers can select between 2-door coupe or 4-door sedan configurations, with the sedan adding a strict $2,000 premium to the overall invoice while providing massive interior volume. Ultimately, the 2026 Dodge Charger represents a high-stakes engineering gamble. By demanding $50,000 for a base inline-six, Stellantis is forcing loyalists to adapt to a new era. It may lack the iconic exhaust note, but the verified performance data proves this modernized chassis is mathematically superior to its predecessor. In nearly every measurable category,